Hello everyone and welcome back to Ladyhill. So as you can see here, we're into November now. Now we're going to have some quick passes through the winter months because there's not a lot really I need to do. In fact, my only plans for November to load the milk up and also to sell everything out the dairy, because hopefully the way we increased giving us a bit more to sell, which should give us a hopefully our prices look out. But our price is good now for beer, look. Wow, it's going to be 32 pallets, it's going to be 30. So we could sell the beer to, in fact we can probably do a beer sale today. Let's send this guy over to there for now. Meanwhile with the big Deutsch, he's going to get onto the back of the milk, because I don't really need, there's no field work he's doing now. We got all the fields done last time, so he had 3 big fields are planted. We could in theory still plant our grass, but I might just leave that till the start next season now. I'm thinking if we load this up now, but we don't sell it, we wait till tomorrow, we actually load a full trailer. I think that'll give us a better option. I also need to turn on the 2 things for the cows. Second. I have a feeling. Yeah, I agree everyone. I'm going to take all of that food. Oh, I hate when it does that. I expect this sells for good money. We could do with buying some mineral feed. We are out. I'm getting stuck. Oh, obviously with mineral feed we can either do the pallets like we've always done, or we can just buy anything stations, buy a trailer, and I'm tempted to do that. But once this guy's got over here, which he's just about is, I'm going to send that tractor and trailer over. Buy like 20,000 litres of milk. It'll last us for years, if not decades. But so here we are, our first beer sale. I'm hoping I can get all the beer it wants to give us onto the pallet, to the bound of this trailer. Oh, that's good, yeah, it's letting us do it. Oh, the frame rate's not enjoying that, is it? There's something about these pallets that the frame rate really doesn't like. I said, they all like individual. Wow. And the game is not happy at this, folks, so what I might just have to do is load these up, get it to the sell point, and re-show you guys a video there, because I don't want you to have to suffer this with me. As you can see, folks, it really is not happy. Oh, it's got a bit more. It really doesn't like this, so let's see how we convene when we get to the sell point. Well guys, we've survived that journey just about. Christ, has been hard work. But hopefully the pay, I might just set the brewery to auto sell from now on, because this is, yeah, not great. The money on the other hand is jumping away, so let's auto sell there. Right, now we have our frames back. Let's have 300 grand, which is nice. So what I'm going to do now is head over to the dairy and pick up everything that needs to be picked up there. I believe I've set that to auto sell, so that's just going to auto sell on the hour now, because I do not want that again. It's also giving me a good warning for Manic Precision multiplayer series. I'm sure I've used that mod on a different map and it didn't give me that problem. But unless it's to do with all the bales I've got out as well. Anyway, we have our frames back, which is the main thing. I probably want to start. But let's quickly jump in. Oh yeah, I was using this guy to start moving these things around, wasn't I? Get some more cow food. Then we're gonna wait. But I'll probably skip that. Skip another day. Not just shit. I will get us to the bakery first. Take me to the dairy. Oh, I just drive this over and buy a load of minimum feed. Well, the money situation is great because for me we get a couple more decent sales. And I'm gonna take all this with you down. Yeah, I have a feeling the brewery's gonna put us in profit pretty much permanently now doing that. Maybe we can finish this winter by paying off the loan. So I'm gonna go and buy a full trailer of minimum feed because why not? Then we'll skip to December. December comes, we'll load everything into the. Well, there's no dairy on sell all of that. It's probably not the absolute best months, but I just might now have a vision if we do this right. We'd have this loan paid off. I don't see a minigun being a meeting place. Is a rarity. I'm going to get this done, and when we resume, hopefully it shall be December. You sit back and enjoy. Okay, a bit of mic issues there, folks. I do apologise. There'll be no audio for a portion of that. I've made that mistake far too many times lately. Anyway, to catch you guys up, you'll have seen what I've done. Oh god, that's really annoying me. Now, I'm about to send this guy to go and pick up seeds. We've picked up a modified tanker to clear the slurry out because I just don't want. I just want to get rid of it all. And if you look at it all, it's going to be decent money. Like 40 grand. And this guy's filling up with silage in order to top up our G. We've paid off all our loans, which is superb. Get this guy into there. Obviously, once we've done this, we are literally going to get rid of this again. I don't want to use this for like milk and that. It's just to get us. This just I can't be bothered with the time it would take to move all this slurry a bit at a time. Getting that out of there is going to be interesting, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Still can't believe that. I've not got time to program myself as to what I'd actually said and what I'd done, but long and short of it is, as you saw, we paid off all the loans and all the finances. I've set beer to auto sell. I've turned off the mod that allowed me to edit production value, so unfortunately we've lost the modifications. We've lost a bit of manure, but I'm not overly worried about that. It turns out I turned it off because once again there was another mod that was clashing with our pallet spawning mod, and we do like the pallet spawning mod too much really to lose that. So I'm going to buy a full trailer this season. I'm going to split it between the two greenhouses, try and give them about half each, because they're ticking away nicely doing their own thing. So if we keep them going, obviously I've turned the hops off at the moment, so they're purely doing what we can sell, which is great. Obviously turn the hops back on when we need it for the beer, but the beer seems to use so little. Am I starting to think like the barley and that? Once we've done these two this year, we might be able to give that a skip. Just let it work through what we've already put in. But once we've done this, we'll probably then skip on to January. Hopefully the canola price improves enough that I can do some canola selling. So I want to start getting rid of some of the stuff that's in the silo, ready for the upcoming year. Obviously the canola price hasn't been as high as it should have been, as you can see. I'm hoping January's a little better for us. But I might skip to the next month before selling the slew, because apparently that should be next month as well. Seeds, seeds, seeds. So yes, it's cost us a bit, but we now have the money at least, so it's easier than loading up a load of pallets now to individually unload them, as you saw me do the first time we did this. Yeah, I think if we skip to January, pretty much everything else is good selling price in January that I want to sell. So hopefully, like, I'll just lose like I was looking at there. A lot of these will go into best. Straw, I don't think we're going to sell a lot of. I'm just going to keep feeding that to our machines. But if we can get the price good, then I can have 2 tractors running canola to whatever sell point wants it. That's the plan. How much is that field there? Is a great size. I mean, look at that, 126 grand for that. That's huge. If we get that, throw a decent crop on it, there is so much profit there. But I think that's my next page. I've just decided that's the field we're going for next. If we get good with money, we might be able to get 74 here as well. Because the thing is, I'll get one of these grass fields as a grass field, but then once I'll cut the grass once because it's pointless throwing away harvestable grass. Then we'll just cut it and put crop on it. I think if we get that done, we'll at least have a bit more land. And that is probably our biggest field today. Well, it is our biggest field, but it's possibly even bigger than a lot of the land we already have. Nearly went to the farm yard then, had to remember last minute that no, I don't go in there. I've set this to unload via the hatch to try and control it. I want to give about half to this one, then about half to the other one. Maybe doing it this way would help. I actually didn't know which one it was only halfway, as well it turned out it was this one. That's good. Near enough half. I was about to say use the gap in the trees to my advantage, but the gap in the trees betrayed me. So he's full, so let's... The advantage of waiting at night, I suppose, is there'll be even more slurry to sort out. I'm going to top this off into the feed mixer before we do anything. And like I say, January will roll around. It'll be interesting to see what an overnight does. Selling that beer, if we wake up with like 130, 140k, I'll be very happy. It'll also show just how much the loans and that were taking off us. The loans are great. They allow you to maybe develop early, but they can hold you back a bit as well later on. You suddenly remember you got to pay them off. Turn you up. You have a thing to dump into there, which is good. So at this point, I'm going to go and skip to January. I'll make it fairly late on as well, just because of the daylight situation. No snow this winter, a lot of rain, no snow, which is nice. Oh yeah, the money's up. Mixed feed cows warehouse is full, well that's okay. The cows are well down, so what I'll do is I'll leave it running and I'll just take a full load out using this. No, don't give me the straw. Or you should read before you click. What's the other going to see if we get out of the big field and we cut it, we can clear the silo and just dump it all in. The bag has planted well down on something as well. Probably all that manure that has to disappear when we reset. And so with that in mind, another 20,000 here, so that still wants to go to the buy anything, doesn't it? I can see the price. The bargain fund gives us the best price, but they'll only take a small amount. So yeah, I think it's going to be the buy anything station. But it's either buy anything or the sell anything. Sell everything container, yeah. So see, once he's over there, we're going to get rid of this trailer. I'll get him to get the milk trailer back. Meanwhile, what was this with canola? You see, the price has dropped massively. It's still worth good money. I mean, I can still get him to farmers market. I'll get him a full load and then we'll... If I have a feeling I'll have to keep checking on him, but... Probably only when he gets to this end I'll have to give him some support. You know what I'm going to do is probably put bales into the cow food mixer. We'll do the oats as well, are worth not bad price. TMI we don't want to sell, we're just using that. A lot of these we don't really want to sell. Okay, the Cowfield mixer wants hay. Well, let's move this out of the way. Hey, that rhymes. Why were you the cows are being loud today? We're going to do them a pile of each, but I think that's the point where they can maybe take it. No, come on, don't do that to me. In fact, if they're out of hay, I think it is now, yeah. And it'll take 2 or 3 stacks. There's an empty, not quite, so we'll leave it to it. Take it to the right point, and once you sort of like slide them off, usually what I try to do. Those fog lights were those reflectors at the bottom there. They look like actual fog lights. I think they're more like reflectors. I don't think a vehicle like this would have fog lights on it. Before you say MOT system, I mean, look at what that little case has. That apparently got a number plate. This is making me think we are going to be ready for another load of hay fairly soon, which once again buying another grass field or 2 would really help with. So at least then we'll be able to do some hay on some side at the same time. Come on, get on, mate. Is it likely to drop in? Yeah, it has been. Let's get good money, and then what we're going to do is send him back to the store to get our regular trailer. As he's now gone back to the store, he's on his way to there. And while I actually don't doing this top up post, please sit back and enjoy. Bugger, I was really hoping to get back out in front of him again there, but that didn't work. Hopefully if he gets out of it fairly quickly I can get this speed on, because we're going to get these. There's another full load of canola and then a bit more, but there's also another, like most of a trailer of oats, so I might as well get... Come on, you can do it. In the overtake then. Thank you. Just really a swap trailer, but then he would have given him even less on. But then once we've done this, my plan is to finish the episode with a lot of land purchasing, because what I'm thinking is just land around the shop here. I'm thinking this field and that field, so that's like 160. 180,000. Maybe in this field, 230,000. That'd be 325, 360,000. All of those. This one next to me here, 83, is also a little tempting, but I might wait till later. I think even if it's got these three. Obviously, next episode we'll be cutting all the grass. I still want to replant 12 as grass, so what I'll probably do then is the Greek equipment. There's a name. I wonder what that. I'll have a look what that is when the shop reopens. At least one of these will get cut, crop put on it, maybe even both of them. Or do we think about moving farmyard? I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of. But we've got the chickens there now. We've got the cows there, so we won't be able to sell that land. It's a dilemma because there's some really nice looking farmyards on this map. But I quite like the one we're in. So I'm going to sell this off, go back and get the rest. This time for the sell point, isn't it? Enough left over maybe to treat myself to a new trailer. So if I look at these rings, I can down in. Oh, there you go. Go back and get it. It's not quite another full trailer though, but it's some 19,000, so it's, 90%. Now canola's like 12,000, there's a good amount of that left. Hopefully he gets turned around and back fairly fast, and then we have the money to do some big purchases. We need to top the diesel off on this thing as well. I should show a diesel pump next to the blue pump at the store. You got the option. I know we've got the tank on the farm, but having the option to refill at the shop I think would be realistic. But there isn't actually a gas station on this map. I suppose I could place one, but don't feel the need to particularly. Don't need to get rid of that forklift, don't I? I keep meaning to get rid of that forklift and never do. But depending on what that forklift will sell for, that could be me paying back for like the manure I lost and for putting the pump down. I might have a look in a second, see just what that forklift actually sells for money wise. I'm not using it because it's an arse, unless I do that and try and get a telehandler. That's the other option, is I sell that and try and get a telehandler for the shop. Would be good, like, because the telehandler's been a really useful tool here. Also, when I buy these fields, I will also do soil sampling. I won't do it personally, I'll purchase the samples. Is he actually emptied all of his cow food? Yes, if so, I might stick him back under the silage. Yeah, it was the old house taking on it. He hasn't, but he's also not. Right. And so we're going to sell this, we let the other guy go and sell his stuff. Right there, so hopefully that's a good sign. And then say I'm going to finish the episode by doing a bit of land purchasing, so next episode we can probably skip a month again, because nothing else to do, and then we can just, nothing else really worth selling, is there? They say the menu's good price, but it's a lot of work for not a lot of money. I suppose that's farming in general, but 102,000 litres would be like 4 or 5 trips. If you put over 300k. Nice. There's like 12,000 litres left in there, which probably sell today, hopefully. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the purchasing once we've unloaded this. And see what money we've got left, because the salesman is currently still on a break. By the time on that, hopefully it's 1 o'clock, we can have a look in the shop. I do fancy trading this trailer in for like one of the running ones, or a West, or just something more in keeping with British and Irish map, maybe a Bailey. You want to take a fancy? Maybe like, because this I don't know, strikes me as either French or Russian. Should go and look at on your farm sometimes to see if it is how I said the other episode. Nice, Lavera's going to get stuck on the fence of the BGA again, just so I know that. Do this and just move him out of the way when he gets stuck. Which means I'll probably take the canola because it'll fit in mine, I'll be quicker than he will. But let's say I'll be quicker than him as I probably get myself completely stuck on a wall. If I send him back to the... he can start making his way there while I do. Think we have a service first. Oh, that's the one we owned, isn't it? Ah, now this is what I've been saying to you guys. Nice but a bit low powered. You know, it'd be nice to own it, it'd be very nice, but even at that price, it doesn't make sense. Because that's like 5 years of rentals. So like I say, my plan is, we're going to have that field definitely. Have that field. We're going to have that field. And then what we'll need to do is that. Wow, that feels really Neapolitan, isn't it? You can see this, that's now a good bit of extra land we own. Really good bit of extra land. Even past fields there, like they've got actual decent crops growing in them, not just earlier. A lot of grass, isn't it? We are sort of bucking the trend by not planting too much of it. With 85k left, let's just... tempting, but not right now. Whether we buy, I need it to have a bigger capacity windows like that. Obviously, they really got the British feel. It's like these, which... yeah, that one, the capacity's a bit too low. Well, we already own one of those. One of those is tempting. One of those is really tempting. So why do we do it? No, inside the spec, we don't need that right now. This style. With the side markers, of course. With everything. Now what I like to do is there's a 50th anniversary edition, specialist colours, which is this. And this, but what I've also done is save that in there so I can do the rims. I mean, it gives off like super impressive vibes, but how cool is that? So what we're going to do here is we're going to drop this and we're going to sell this trailer because I don't want this trailer anymore. It's not worth a huge amount, but it just helps take some of the cost off. And we had to take home our brand new, much larger, it'll be much better come harvest time, trailer. Yeah, I think you'll agree, it's a much nicer piece of equipment, and it has a cover. I repaired him, didn't I? We'll do over here, like I said before. The fuel pump. Mileage additive. Come on, I must have like a purchasable fuel pump. Electric one. Maybe I don't. I thought I would have in the games like a purchasable fuel pump. Okay, I don't. No, you want to go to repair. You're gonna have a repair. Then you've tried to do an immediate spin and hit the wall. Right, so the last thing I want to do before we call it a day, folks, is get the last bit of that canola sold. So I'll do it because I'll be a lot quicker than he will. And I think if we don't have any planting in February, do we? So it'll just be a case of I might try and get the grass cut if the weather doesn't work against me. If I can get that done, that will be a good. You know, we've got so many grass fields. In February, if we want to plant cotton, which we don't. Otherwise, we're looking at April, aren't we? Well, March for oats, soybeans, sorghum, and that. Peas might be an interesting one because that'd be another one that we'd have to rent the big harvester for, like we did the. Now, there once again, we're at the point where you wonder, would it be worth doing that now? The onions, I don't regret it, but I don't think it made us a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie on that. Please, let me get out. I fully expect him to get stuck. I fully am wrong. And while I'm using the neighbour's drive as a U-turn, which is bad enough in a car, but in a tractor, I can imagine they would be really not happy about. Oh, come on, girl, you can do this. The game sort of after giving us all those tracks on, but it's give us that, which is kind of interesting, but at the same time, I think I was buying a tractor now, I'd want 200 horsepower plus again. Yeah, look at my tyre marks there from when I did the overtake. Sorry, beacons on. It's going to be interesting to see sort of what the money situation does now. I say no loans, a steady income from production should hopefully really help us to turbocharge this. So say next time, 2 big grass fields to mow. I say at least one of these grass fields is going to get ripped up. What's the bigger one? Now the one nearest the shop is the bigger one, so that might get the one that gets ripped and turned into crops. They might both do eventually, but for now, because that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 fields to plant, which I think will be enough. Yeah, the harvest was tempting, but I just can't justify spending the money. Like I say, we rent one. It costs us 20 grand a month. We rent it for 3 months, 60 grand. That was 200 grand. So yeah, it would pay us back, but it'd take 4 seasons. You don't know if number 1 we're still going to be going in that time, and number 2 if there would still be the right harvester for the job. It might be a case where we outgrown it or we need something a bit more specialist. Right, she's going to the farmer's market, not the sell anything station. Got to remember that one. take it to the wrong place, I'll know about it. This is farmer's market, is nice and close. That was finish up with probably another 10k in the pot. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just crashing into the farmer's market. Please check out the rest of the channel. We've got some great stuff on here at the moment. Some really good series going down. I know you'll love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Check out some of the links in the description. We've got discounts on servers. We've got links to various things I think you'll find interesting or informative. And until next time, we'll see ya. Goodbye.